German bank employees accused of laundering money. Wisconsin kidnapper is behind bars on bail, and an alcohol-related car crash in Chicago. These stories and more on WBXD News, Sports, and Weather, brought to you by Washington Street Mission, a blessing to low-income families. Good afternoon. I'm Eva Bine, and the time is now 7:35. On the international front, 170 police officers, investigators, and prosecutors raided the German offices of Deutsche Bank on the suspicion that bank employees helped clients to launder hundreds of millions of euros. The investigation emerged from an analysis of documents leaked in recent years. It is focused on 2 bank employees and possibly other not yet identified suspects. Making news in Indonesia, a recent string of natural disasters, the latest being a deadly earthquake and tsunami, have exacted a severe toll, both in economic damage and human lives throughout Asia. The UN Office for Disaster Risk Reduction says up to 1.6 million people could be affected by the magnitude 7.5 earthquake and tsunami. Annual losses from disasters average $300 billion. Turning to Brisbane, scientists in Australia say they have created a blood test that can diagnose cancer in minutes. Scientists at the University of Queensland says the new test can quickly identify a unique DNA signature that's present in all types of cancer. The researchers said that their study showed the 10-minute blood test was able to detect cancer with 90% accuracy. They're hoping the new test will help make diagnosing cancer more accessible and affordable. Topping national headlines, the man accused of kidnapping 13-year-old Jamie Kloss and killing her parents is scheduled to stand before a judge in a northwestern Wisconsin courtroom. Jake Patterson is behind bars on a $5 million bail on 2 counts of murder and charges of kidnapping and armed burglary. Patterson has yet to enter plea to the charges. In technological news, the NYPD will be rolling out the use of drones to help deal with crime in the city. The drones will be operated by the Technical Assistance Response Unit and help with search and rescue missions, crime scenes, or a hazardous material incident. Officials say the devices will be deployed solely by trained members of the unit. Across the country, there are more than 900 police, fire, and emergency units enlisting the help of drones. Heading closer to home, 8 people are hospitalized following a 2-vehicle crash in Chicago's Loop. A man driving a Jeep ran a red light and hit a sedan in the first block of Ida B. Wells Drive. 6 people in the Jeep and 2 people in the sedan were taken to the hospital. The accident appears to be alcohol-related. From Leroy, a Central Illinois nursing home is closing its doors because the state of Illinois doesn't pay enough to care for the people who live there. Managers at Leroy say Illinois' low Medicaid reimbursement rates are forcing them to close. It costs them $200 a day per person, but they only get $140 a day back from the state. A win for the Chicago Bulls and your snowy weekend weather up next. But first, a word from our sponsor. For nearly 110 years, Springfield's Washington Street Mission has been a blessing to those in need, helping the homeless, offering summer programs for kids, and supplying coffee, clothing, and household items to low-income families. The Washington Street Mission is privately funded and depends on you. For more information about the Washington Street Mission services or how to make a monetary donation or a donation of products, go to washingtonstreetmission.org or visit them in Springfield. Washington Street Mission, a blessing to low-income families. Tossing the ball to sports, the Dodgers and outfielder A.J. Pollock have agreed to a $55 million 4-year contract. The 31-year-old Pollock hit .257 with 21 home runs in 113 games for the Diamondbacks last season, but missed nearly 2 months with a broken left thumb. And on the NBA hardwood, the Chicago Bulls actually scored a win against the Milwaukee Bucks with a victory of 90-83, while the Miami Heat scorched the Indiana Pacers with a final score of 89-87. Turning to the skies, grab your snow boots. Today will be cloudy with a chance of flurries and highs in the 30s, while tomorrow brings more cloud covers and a high of 20 degrees. Expect some light snow showers on Monday with highs hovering in the 30s. This has been your Saturday broadcast of WBXD News, Sports, and Weather. Thanks again to our sponsor, Washington Street Mission, a blessing to low-income families. The time is now 7:40, and I'm Eva Bine, signing off.